We are back with the meta report for 1.7. Let's jump right into it to waste no time. For the duo lane, Sparrow dominated 1.6, but you want to know something? She is still dominating. They made a nerf to her, a slight adjustment to her ult, but as you can see, she's still getting play and she's still carrying the carry lanes, if I may. But when we move into platinum and beyond, you could start seeing Twin Blast. That's because I don't think people are banning her down in bronze, silver, gold. So she's going to have those high win rates. So if you need a carry to push you into the higher ranks, pick Sparrow and delete everyone. Going with the supporter, I love me some Steel, who's got great win rates, silver and gold. And then Richter, of course. Richter always seems to be the highest win support, platinum and diamond. But support you don't see here, I believe, is in the mix. If he may be on the edge of being better than Steel and Richter, and that is Morn. Morn, I feel like, God, he is so amazing. And I feel like he might be getting banned in the higher ranks, but Steel, I would put in with Richter, Steel as a great support. Decker, Loki Decker's kind of busted. I mean, I've seen her in solo and mid. She is really doing well for her kit right now in this patch. So there's still some viability there. For the mid lane, we have the introduction of Rena, and when she's not getting banned, she will have amazing win rates because she is broken. But when she does get banned, you could start seeing Faye. I think Belica is on top 3, top 2 mid laners right now, and you could see she is mostly utilized in ranks plat and beyond. Very nice win rates. I think bronze, they're still figuring it out down there, but Rena, Faye, Belica, top 3 mid laners right now. Going into the solo, you're going to see a mix of Grux, Rampage, Greystone. I think those are very, very viable solo laners. You can see the win rates are always high. Sevarog is another one I would put in there that you aren't seeing on this list. I just don't think many people know how to play him well, but if you do, get those stacks, boy, you are a menace. When looking at the jungler, in 1.6 we had some high win rates with Seraph and Yuri, but with those continuing to be banned, you see the emergence of Boris. And I think if Yuri's banned, Boris is the best jungler in the game. And you can see he's just not even here because Fang Mao is dominating Paragon. I believe they're starting to ban Boris in the higher ranks because of how amazing he is. So I hope you enjoyed the win rates for the most played heroes. We're going to switch it up and talk about what's meta, what's hot, what's not. So top of the meta, we have some adjustments from 1.6. For the carries, you have the introduction of Grim. I think Grim is very, very strong, especially in certain situations. You're going against a Richter, hell. Grim can be a menace to a Richter if you know how to hit your bubbles. But for the most part, Sparrow, Skylar, Twin Blast, all really, really strong, great carries you could pick. I touched on this before, but for supports, I love Richter, Morn, Steel. I think Morn might be the best one based on his ult, his grab, his healing. He's got an amazing kit. The mid lane, I'll still love me some Iggy, Belica. Morgresh is going to always have play, especially in the solo lane. People love an off lane Morgie. Faye's going to give you those big CC ults. And then our new hero, Reyna, of course, is going to be on here without a doubt. And for my 2 girls that always get banned every game, Seraph and Yuri, they are still very strong, even though they received nerfs. I love Fang Mao. I love Chimera. They're going to be staying in the top of the meta. And rounding it out, we have Rampage and Sev, who I spoke about before. Rampage, who is just an amazing hero. especially with some of those augments. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm blinking. If you know what I'm talking about. And finally, we talked about Boris, but Boris is a menace. So any one of those heroes up there, if you pick and you're good with them, you're going to have great games if your team doesn't sell you out. Going into the ban priority, in most of the ranks, Yuri and Seraph are still being banned, and I think that's appropriate because not a lot of people know how to play against them, and especially when you start pairing these heroes with other top meta heroes, it's going to be a problem. The last thing you want to do is fight a Yuri and a Morn and a Rampage. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to fight a combination of that, so you need to get some of those heroes out. Rena is the best mid laner right now. There's no question about it. She's broken. She gets a ban. Sparrow, super strong. There's a ban, as always. I love her, but I ban her a lot. I'm in that plat range currently. Boris, he is amazing, especially against Sparrow, but I can't say enough about Boris. Looking at 1.7, I think we have a well-rounded patch. Of course, there are some heroes that have been left behind, but enjoy your rank climb. I know it's tough out there with the quitters, the AFKers, the toxicity, but find a group. You could 5-stack until you hit diamond. So get a community going and enjoy your competitive gameplay. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much.